Oh, hey, Jesus is Lord. The Word works, and I'm not in strife. I'm going to help you here. I thought I was going to be through here, but I'm going to stay on this probably the rest of the week. The servant of the Lord must not get in strife. Now, I have a wonderful wife, so don't take this as anything the least bit disrespectful. But I have to watch it to not let myself get upset at something she says or does. Now, in a lot of cases, and mine too, women seem to be a little more spiritual and a little more sensitive to the leadings of the Lord than men are. So not too long back, my wife said, honey, I'd kind of like to talk to you about something. I see something where we're missing it. And I went, what? How dare you? You think that I, the man of God, might miss it? No, what I should have done is said, well, darling, let's sit down and talk about this and let's help one another. You got to realize that your reaction tells you whether you're walking in love or not, or whether you're walking in strife. Women have a right to come to their husbands, and men have a right to go to their wives not being scared out of their mind. You know, a lot of men are afraid to sit down and talk to their wives because they know they're more spiritual and they know they're going to get corrected. Well, see, that opens the door to the devil to come in and destroy your marriage. See, Satan said, the Word says about Satan that he comes in and brings every evil work when you're in strife. Now, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I'm going to. I had a couple come to me for counseling years ago, and they were very successful, and they had a beautiful thing going. They were in the church doing good, and they got in strife over who got to drive the BMW to work and who got to drive the Corvette to work, and it caused all kinds of bickering and strife. I told them, I said, get rid of the cars and get you 2 Volkswagens. Dear Lord, the blessings of God and the cars is not worth it. Well, they wasn't going to do that, and a few years later, they wound up in a divorce. Another good friend of mine had a very successful ministry, was pretty well known around the country, around the world. Him and his wife was in strife over the way he cut the grass, or he was in strife with her over the fact she doesn't take care of me, or I don't like what she said, or I don't like what he did. Well, after a few years, their ministry failed, their marriage failed, their family fell apart, everything fell apart, but it was started by the little griping and bickering over cutting the grass, the way she cooked the eggs or made the coffee, whatever. It's not worth it. Listen, saints, it's not worth it. I'm going to tell you one more story, then I'll get out of here. I had a couple come to me for counseling, and they were all upset over a dog. And this guy said, look, I don't mind a dog in the house, but I don't want the dog in the bed. And she says, well, I love the dog, and I want the dog to sleep with me. I said, shoot the dog. Give the dog away. Sell it. No, I'm not going to do that. Their marriage fell apart over the strife over what they did with that dog. How stupid. Dog's not going to live but a few years anyway, usually. What I'm saying is, you cannot let strife continue to be in your life, because if you do, it will absolutely destroy your marriage, destroy your home, destroy your children, because where there's strife, there's envy, then there's confusion, and every evil work, and you cannot afford to let it be in your life. That's Satan's plan. You got to see it when you get the opportunity to get in strife with a member of your family, even teenagers, or yourself. Sometimes I think, golly, I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? I cannot afford to do that. What I have to do is rejoice. Hey, I got to go. We're going to talk about how to get out of it in the next couple of days. But today, remember, strife ain't worth it. Jesus is Lord. Thank God the Word works.